Welcome. My name is Father George. I'm a priest here in the Serbian Orthodox Church in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. And I'm the owner and founder of iconographic art studio Logos. We're going to have an amazing event in April 26th here at our church of St. Elijah. Starting at 11 a.m. until the Vespers. It's going to be all-day event. Fresco seminar. We're going to have amazing guests from Paris, France. He's a priest as well, Father Zoran. If you live in Paris or France or in Europe, you know that he's an established French artist, and he goes by name Pierre Petrel. And he's one of the best painters that I know, and he's one of the best iconographers and fresco painters that I know. He's famous about a fresco painting, as we know the ancient fresco painting that we inherited through the generations in our Orthodox Church. As you know, that fresco paintings are coming all the way from Egypt and Mesopotamia time. And we have it in a Pompeii, in a Roman time. We have preserved one of the best fresco paintings. We have it in a Pompeii. So in the Orthodox Church, we cherish and value Orthodox values, and we want to preserve fresco paintings, because today we have a lot of modern iconographers are using secco paintings, and they even paint on a canvas, and they just glue it for on the wall. We want to preserve old, ancient fresco painting. In order to preserve the fresco paintings, we need to use good materials, and we're going to use the traditional materials. As we all know that in ancient times they used pigments, which are crushed gemstones or crushed minerals or clays, and today I want to share with you what I'm using for iconography and what I'm using predominantly. I always experiment with the new products, but one of the best products, and trust me, this is not paid commercial. This is purely a moment that I want to share, because I have a online school and I have a lot of students, and when we study iconography, we study with acrylic. But this is the best way to have introduction to Orthodox iconography and iconography in general, and to preserve the techniques as egg tempera and fresco paintings. This is our goal. And when we go level up in our school, we always use the pigments and egg tempera as our forefathers did. So I want to share with you amazing product that we have here in the United States. I'm a European, born and raised in Serbia, and I study in Paris, France, and all over this beautiful planet. Now I'm a priest here in Aliquippa at St. Elijah, and we're going to have this amazing fresco seminar, but we want to preserve this ancient tradition. And one of the best products that we have is a Kremer pigments. And the Kremer pigments are coming, they have more than, I think it's like 50 years tradition, having one of the best stores currently available in US soil that I know, that I'm always going to, is Kremer Pigments in Manhattan, next to the Madison Square Garden. They're one of the best, they're the fastest, they're gonna ship you one of the best pigments in the world. They're gonna ship you, put them in a box. I'm living in a Pittsburgh area, so it cost me $27 to ship 7 kilos, which is like roughly 14 pounds of pigments. One of the best quality pigments that I ever used in my life, and I used it from the European sources. And this is a German company. George Kremer was German, and he cherished so much the ancient pigments and the pigments that were available in old time that we want to show on this fresco seminar. Okay, so I'm gonna unpack this box and show you the pigments that we're gonna use. Okay guys, let's open the box. Let's check what we have here. It's a huge box, as I said, has like 7 kilos of product, and what we ordered is the best pigment available right now on the market, especially here in the United States. We're gonna need a lot of pigments because on a fresco seminar, we're gonna have people, students painting next to us. They're gonna have all materials provided by a school, and you can check all the data on our website. I'll put them in a description below. So these are the, I don't know if you see it, ivory black, one of the best black. This is starter. This is a pigment that it's used. If you know Zoran palette, they use the ivory black. Always one of the best pigments. We have, of course, ultramarine coming from I don't know if you can zoom in. Ultramarine, that it's coming from the lapis lazuli gemstone crust in Afghanistan. I think they are making it as a chemical. When you do the fresco paintings, we're always trying to use the mineral or pigments, because the mineral pigments are going to give you they're going to stay. They're going to be carbonized. With the fresco paintings, you always wanna keep the pigments in that beautiful wall that you create in the 3 layers. In the last layer, the finest layer, you have a lime that it's very watery, and that the goal is that carbon from the lime, when it dries, to keep all the minerals, all the small particles of the pigments into the wall. We're gonna have a studio red, which is looks like more vermilion, kind of yellowish. I'm sorry that this thing is not zooming in, but let me start over. Yeah, I want to show you the product, so that's why I stopped the video for a little bit. This red is studio red. It says studio red, but it looks more like vermilion for the iconographers that know. Of course, we have ultramarine, which was predominantly used in the Renaissance and used in a time of all the best churches in the Byzantine era. They were getting the pigments from the Middle East, from Italy, from Siena. You know, you have a Siena, you have Umbra, you have Venetian red. They're coming from that era. Let me just put a little bit better this. Okay. So next thing is we have this set that it's like a set. Like this is a cadmium yellow that we're gonna use. In this box, you have a special set for the basic colors, and then we order extra colors as the colors of the earth tones that we're gonna use. Predominantly we use in that medieval time of Byzantine era, especially the we call a Renaissance of the Paleolog dynasty in the Byzantine Empire, which was around 13th century and all the way until the Constantinople fall. Titanium white, which is must for every iconographer, of course. And then we have Pompeii red. Pompeii red, we were talking about frescoes, and we have a Pompeii red. It's preserved in one little village next to Napoli in Italy today. And the Pompeii red, for me, it looks pretty much as Venetian red. It's very earthy. It's amazing pigment that you can always use pretty much for the face, and this is amazing, really amazing pigment. Then we have a chrome oxide green. It's very earthy, very earthy. It's really good pigment. Chrome is always good, you know, to use, and of course raw sienna. Without raw sienna, you cannot paint any icon. All the iconographers know raw sienna, burnt sienna, umbra, and all those beautiful pigments. Of all the pigments, we always get from the Kremer this product. I never use it. Even with acrylic, I never use it. It's a clear medium gloss. Some plastic. We're gonna toss it in the trash can. Don't use the acrylics on icons. Icons, the reason why we don't use acrylics in new modern pigments on the icons, because there's a theological background for the icons. When you recreate the human being, when you paint the saint, you always paint him with that, we call it in iconography proplasma, which is a basic color for the face. We always use it because that color is a color of mud, color of soil. And you know that the first human being, the first man and woman, they were created of soil. Adam means made of earth. And that's why we recreate in iconography, recreate the creation of the human being through that proplasma. And then we, opposite from the Western painting, we don't add the shadows. We don't have shadows on iconography. In iconography, on the icons, we add layers of lights. So we illuminate with that light, first light, second light, and until we get those beautiful accents that we have on the icons. Beautiful lines. The icon is always linear, so we have linear with the intention, because we want to change. Nothing in this world is linear. So if it's linear, then you know that it's out of this world. So we want to show in the icon, in a fresco, that this beautiful saint that we're painting, or Christ, or Theotokos, that they're not coming from this world. They're illuminated by a God's grace, and that light that we paint is a Taborian light, the light of transfiguration. And as we are always said in the creed, we're waiting for the resurrection of the dead. We're waiting for the resurrection of the dead, and we're painting their resurrected body. Let's move on. We have a lot of packaging. They're really good in the packaging, as all Americans are. What is this? This is just a box. Now we have a bigger box in the box, and I'm going to open for you as well. I don't know if you see it. Let me open. Let me open it. As I said, they have really good pigments. The pigments are, if you mix it with egg yolk, if you do egg tempera, you're gonna have amazing experience, because they're very sustainable, very strong pigments. Now we have earth tone pigments. This is a natural natural titanium dioxide. It's a buff titanium. Looks very fresco-y. Looks very old. Looks very medieval. Burnt umber. Burnt umber. Beautiful, beautiful pigment. If you study iconography, you know that without this, you cannot make any icon. It's a beautiful color. Green earth from France, or they call it French green. Beautiful. If you know what is the Thessaloniki school of or Macedonian school of iconography, all those beautiful layers of translucent greenish bluish color is coming from this pigment. Burnt umber. Look at the packaging. It's beautiful. Glass, high quality pigment. Let me open. High quality pigment. Looks like coffee. or I'm too European. It looks like espresso. Venetian red, of course. Without Venetian red, you don't have an icon. Venetian red is for every iconographer, it's must. It's beautiful, red powder, earthy. You can use it directly to icon. It's one of the best. And here we have wine black. It's old school earth black. It's, you know, like you have to be very careful with all these products. The earth tones are very safe because the earth tones are coming from earth, from some clays or burning bones or something like that. But with the new pigments, you can always have a problem because they're made of some chemical reaction, so they're artificially made. So don't inhale it, or you're gonna have a lot of problems. Siena de Verona or gold ochre. It's beautiful color, beautiful color. You see the quality of this product. This is the top of the notch, really. French ochre. And even though you have this kind of very light ochre, between ochre and white, this pigment is gonna stay on a wall. And artificial pigments, they're not gonna stay on the wall. Fawn ochre, a little bit of olive kind of pigment, but still beautiful earth tones. I love it. And everything is packaged really good. You see, you have protection for each jar, so they're amazing. Burnt sienna, beautiful burnt sienna. One of the most beautiful unknown pigment. Beautiful. Okay. Father Zoran is going to be very happy. Raw sienna, amazing pigment as well. And what we have, the last one, French ochre, kind of orangey pigment, orangey, beautiful. Looks very rich, almost gold kind of. I don't know if you see it on a camera good. Anyway, this is all what we have. We have a basic colors here. Basic colors, if we need these kind of colors, they're not gonna stay on a fresco, but anyway, we're gonna try. And you know that you have a touch-up on in a fresco paintings, you always have a touch-up on the end, and that touch-up can always be made with this kind of pigments. So mineral for basic and touch-up, whatever you have. We're gonna make a kind of experiments for that seminar, and please join us if you want to see something new, something that it's very, I would say exotic in the United States, something that you cannot see every day, something that it's ancient, something that lasts for millennials, from millenniums, something that it's cherished in Orthodox Church, as we have all everything preserved from the apostles to today. We want to preserve this art as well, because this is the art that we made for God. We're making for God and for the generations to come. We wanted those generations to enjoy and be inspired to pray, not to invest in very expensive restorations in some cheap products that their ancestors used. Join us April 26th, beautiful Church of St. Elijah, 11 o'clock. Bye. God bless you.